Yeah, just a little bit.
Mr. Vatanen, we're going to start with you. WRC2. We've seen success for you before in Portugal, but in a very different vehicle, of course. Talk to me, first and foremost, about the R5 and how you're finding it.
Good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me?
I think so. Do you have to
maybe I should.
Maybe go in the middle. See how that sounds.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. And now it's better.
So
yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, it feels really good to be back. Last time I was wearing an overall was last year in Spain, so it's been a while. So it's really nice to be here in Portugal, especially here because it's a country I really like. The fans are really passionate. When you're out there, you really feel that there's a special atmosphere. And this is where I started my WRC campaign 4 years ago in the R2. In 2015, I won the class, and now to be here, starting my WRC2 campaign, it feels really special. And we did this weekend a few days test with the R5. And when you've tried that car, you definitely don't want to go back with the R2.
Yeah, I can imagine so. So how are you finding it? Are you liking it? Is it set up to your preferred settings, let's say?
Of course, I feel it's a car I enjoy a lot, how to drive it. Of course, you can push the limits much further than with the R2, and of course, it will take time to adapt to that. And that's the point of this weekend, to go step by step and learn.
It's a huge field in WRC2. It's the first mandatory event for all WRC2 registered competitors, so you have a huge wealth of competition to judge yourself against, Max. What's the plan from you, and who are you going to be comparing yourself to?
Yeah, of course, there's a lot of people here, but as I said, the point is really to take experience. So the focus is only on myself and to give the best of myself, and not to take any pressure, and just learn as much as we can. So we take this rally really stage by stage and trying to improve, and let's see at the end where we are.
How many more events are we going to see you on this year?
Well, hopefully as many as we can, but it's always a problem of budget. So we have hopefully at least in Finland for sure, and let's see the other ones.
Okay, Max, thank you. Let's turn to Gus Greensmith now. Talk to me about the love for gravel here in Portugal, Gus. I mean, we saw you compete in Rally Sweden, a surface you were not used to at all. You had no experience in Sweden, yet you set very competitive times. Now you come to a surface that you are familiar with. What can we expect from you this weekend?
I think the start of the year we all made the plan with Malcolm, my dad, and Christian, what we would do this year, and this year was just a learning year for me. So it was just to approach a rally at whatever speed I thought was safe, that I wouldn't make a mistake on, that I wouldn't lose experience by spending in a ditch. So I'm just driving at the pace that I feel comfortable at, and obviously gravel is something I'm familiar with. Portugal, it's my favourite rally. I don't know why I like it here so much, but everything just seems to click. So yeah, I think my pace will be a lot closer to the front. Maybe not quite looking at Andreas, but yeah, definitely judging my pace to Timu and Eric, and we'll just see how it goes.
Talk to me about the test before the event, because you've had quite an extensive test. Are you very now familiar with the car and the setup right for this event?
Yeah, we spent a day testing on Monday with Pierre and Timu, and it all went very well. We tried quite a few changes on the car, and we found something that I think is probably the best setup I've driven on since I've started rallying. So it's gone really well for me. Obviously, we're in the new Evo 2 Ford Fiesta R5, which is another step forward. Especially, I think it will make a difference here in some kind of medium speed technical stages. But then I think as it open up, it won't be too much of a difference. But definitely here, I think there will be an improvement.
You said you're going to be comparing yourself to the guys right at the front, which is always a good thing to do. But with the pace that we've seen from you, what are you hoping for? Are you hoping to fit into that top 5?
I don't really have a place that I'm looking at. I'm just kind of more comparing my times because, of course, I'm driving against drivers that have far more experience than me. Timu's been doing this for a couple of years. Eric's obviously been in WRC, so these are very experienced, fast drivers. And this is at the end of the day, still my second event in WRC too. So to be consistently comparing myself against them is possibly optimistic, but I have a strong belief in myself and my capabilities. So I think we'll be able to produce some good times.
Okay, Gus, thank you very much. Niels, I'll turn to you now then. It's great to see you here in WRC3. You've competed here in Portugal, of course, before, once in the north and once in the south. What do you think of the stages up here in the north?
Hello, everybody. Here in the north, the stages are for me, a bit more difficult, more broken. But at the same time, it's more technical and more difficult to go fast. But we will see what happens with the new WRC cars in the front, because we don't know yet if the road will be so destroyed or not. But it looks like good in the shakedown, and we'll see in the stages.
And what's the objective for you here this weekend? There's not a huge amount of WRC3 competitors here, but there's enough to go out there and compare yourself against. What are you hoping for?
What do you mean?
What are you hoping for this weekend? Do you think you can get the win in WRC3?
For sure, we will try it like everybody, no? But we know that it's a difficult rally. That's the small R2, so we will see what happens with the road and with the conditions about the car. But okay, we will fight for the WRC when we know that we can push, and the other stages that they are so broken and that we will take more care.
In terms of getting ready and preparing for this event, what have you been doing?
Not too much. We and the Corsica rally, that it was very good for us, and we do some like 20 or 30 kilometers with our new car. So not too much, but the lucky thing is that we know the car from last season, 2015, and it's quite the same.
Okay,
thank you
very much. Enrico, let's turn to you now. Welcome to Rally Portugal again. What do you think of this event? What's your thoughts on Rally Portugal?
Yes, it's a fantastic rally. The spectacle very warm, and for me it's very enjoyed for the three time here, and the specials is very difficult, but the rally is very important for WRC. And tomorrow, for us, is important the max concentration, and the target is enjoy and arrive in the possible in the podium of WRC3.
That would be great to see.
I'm sorry for the little English,
no,
but
it's all good. It's all good. Talk to me about the new stages. What do you think of the new stages that we have here this year?
It's very difficult, but is the Rally of Portugal is for us WRC 3. The stage will more scavata is a very
big roads. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But is the rally.
Okay, Enrico, thank you very much. Good
Thank
luck
you.
this weekend.
Thank you.
We welcome Miguel Campos to the press conference. Talk to me about your hopes this weekend. We saw you compete here last year. What are your hopes this time around?
I hope have a better luck than last year, because I had some problems with the car. This year is the first race that I compete. Of course, this race is very special for me because it's in my country. I would like to take in the first place of the Portuguese drivers, and I would like take the better position in WRC2.
It's always a great competition in WRC2, but there's such a strong field of drivers here. What have you been doing to get yourself ready to compete so that you can compete against the drivers in WRC2?
Of course, at this moment, like I explained you, is the first race that I will compete this today, tomorrow, start the race, and of course I would like to take the better position. The competition is very hard because every drivers have a good experience and have a lot of the kilometers in tests and in rallies. Of course, I will do my best to take the best place for my country.
So have you done any testing at all before the event?
Yes, I test before, but of course I test only for this event.
Yeah.
is different than drive every week or every month.
I'm confident that you can go out there, get in the car and get a good result, Tim.
Okay.
Yeah? You've got to be confident,
Thank you.
right?
Yes, I'm very confident.
Talk to me about the route then, because as you said, this is your home event. We've seen it move back to the north, and we've seen a few changes this year. Some stages are in reverse. There's some new stages as well. What are your thoughts on that?
For me, I like too much this rally. This year we have in opposite sides some special stages. The roads, in my opinion, are very good. We have one or two that they add some works, and maybe we'll have more gravel in second rounds. But in general, the special stages are very, very good.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. Are there any questions for our drivers? No? Good luck this weekend. Thank you very much.